Right, and 3, 2, 1. Good morning, 5B. I expect that you are paying attention. Tom, make sure you're paying attention. Daniel as well. Peter, hope you're watching. Eyes out the front. I'm very sorry I couldn't be there today. A couple of things happened that I didn't expect would happen, and so I'm not there, but I have the whole day planned for you in a very certain way. And you have a wonderful teacher there today to help you complete the things that I've got set for you. Now, you might do the things I've got for you, or you might do what the teacher has given you to do today, the teacher that is there replacing me. I'm not there today. I'm not the boss. The teacher is. But this is what I want you to do, but the teacher might intervene. So we'll see. But here's the day plan that Mr. Burns does actually want, and we'll see what the teacher lets happen today. Friday the 10th of May. Right, well, at 8:30 you should be doing your daily tasks. Come straight in, you should have the roll marked, should have a bit of prayer, and of course you should be watching this as well. And I hope that your teacher today is showing you this video 5B. After that, if there's any time, any spare time, complete the spelling test that was not finished the other day. Get the stamp from the teacher if there's all correct. Mark your sound waves, because that needs to be marked, and you should be able to mark that off the internet, off the site. You know where to mark your sound waves, Year 5. I will get the teacher, I hope, will be able to come around and check that your homework is done. So if the teacher that is there can go around and check that the homework is all done and get the names of any people who have not completed their sound waves or their spelling words and their reading, then I would very much appreciate that. Of course, all that homework can then be collected once the teacher has checked that everybody's done it, and it can all be opened up, collected, and put somewhere neatly in a pile in the classroom for Mr. Burns to mark when he comes in on the weekend or on Monday. Please, dear teacher, if you're there, if you could make a brief record of who has not completed their required homework. They should have completed their sound waves, their spelling words, their spelling definitions, and also their reading homework. If you need some assistance, anybody in the front row, particularly on the eggplants table, will be able to tell you exactly what is meant to be completed. So ask Gabriella or Nikki or Gemma or Claire. They'll be able to help you out, any of those people on the eggplants. Right. Of course, after that, at 9:10, there is library. Now that's with Ms. Chisholm. So you'll just have a library lesson then. And moving straight on after that, you're going to devotions with Mr. Tolhurst. Okay, so you won't actually have the teacher you've got today for library and devotions. Of course, after that at 10:30 is recess time. So enjoy recess. Okay. At 11 o'clock there is an assembly. Now I am very sorry I don't have your awards organised. I will tell you the people who are getting an award, just so you can stand up if there is a question. I'll just pause, hang on. Okay, and these 4 people are actually getting awards for a reasonably good to a quite good speech. So if you do want to stand up and make that known in assembly, you are getting awards for a good speech well done. And some of you might do it again and do it better, we'll see. I'm not sure whether you're going through those 4 people, but I do think that so far you are probably the top 4 speakers so far. And on that Year 5, I am very sorry, of course, because I'm not there. We won't be doing more speeches. So I do feel sorry for you. You've all come in very nervous on Friday and you're all like, oh gee, I was going to do my speech today. Yeah, I'm sorry, I've got to wait till Monday or even Tuesday. The speeches are being pushed back. I do apologise for that. Nevertheless, 11 o'clock is assembly, after which you will then have, good news. You'll see that I've got some impromptu speeches planned for you. And that's going to be Claire, Nikki, Emily and Kate all doing an impromptu speech. Thank you very much. Now the teacher that is there can just give you a random topic like animals or children or the beach or any sort of random topic, and you will have 5 minutes to prepare an impromptu speech on that topic. Your speech will have to go for 2 minutes, and those 4 girls will be doing impromptu speeches. Girls, you're not through. Don't go thinking that this means you're through to the next round, but you are probably the best that we've seen so far. So this is just a bit of practice in case you do go through. Okay, so we're going to have some impromptu speeches, and while those girls are preparing their speeches, it will only take 5 minutes. People can work on their daily tasks, or they can do some educational games. It's only 5 minutes, and then we'll watch those girls do their speech. Okay. After that, thank you, from at least 12 o'clock, I expect, it's going to be Bartlett work, and that means you're going to work on your art work, and you're going to do your very best, because you will be assessed. So consider using good high-level detail, consider some vibrant colours, accurate colours from the sheet, good use of shadow and shading, and blending of colours or charcoals, and scale, making some things bigger or smaller. If you did want to borrow some textures or the like from the teacher, you are able to, but make sure that you return them. And please, dear teacher, if you are there, if you could make sure they're returned by the end of the day. Now, of course, if you finish Bartlett, and are you sure you finished it, and are you sure you couldn't do a couple of things to make it better, then you'd move on to daily tasks, and there is plenty there. And in fact, from 12 to 1, we'll just be working on Bartlett. And when you come in after lunch, I do want you to carry on with your Bartlett work. If you finish, then you'll go on with your daily tasks, as we mentioned. And I might just add that. Right, but can I, of course, encourage you that if you do think you are finished, then remember, I am going to give that a grade, an A, B, C, D, or an E. So do a good job and look at the detail, the colour, the shading, the blending, and the scale. Okay, look at all of those things, because that's what I'll be looking at. Detail, colour, shading, blending, and scale. There should be spare sheets out the front if you've lost your sheet that you were working from. Okay, so you should be able to ask the teacher for that. All right. Now, of course, there are Burns dollars or cow dollars to be handed out, and again, any of the eggplants will explain how the dollar system works. And of course, there's table points to be handed out too, and of course, they are perfectly obvious. Can I just say that I probably might give out only about maybe $20 maximum a day, so just be aware of that, dear teacher. Now, something just worth mentioning as well, at 2:25, probably everybody should be ready to leave the classroom, so you're probably going to want to start packing up by about at least 2:15, particularly if there's paint and business everywhere. Maybe even start packing up at 2:10, because at 2:25 everybody's got to leave the classroom for the final assembly. One point of note, Year 5, and of course, dear teacher, all these things here that are there on the list for us, it would be good if they're done in that order, but they do not have to be, and they do not have to be done at that exact time either. But that is basically the work for today, for Friday. Okay, probably should stay to that order, but if they're done at a bit of a different time, for example, if you don't finish the spelling test all before 9:10, so be it. You just carry it on to somewhere down here when you're back in the class. All right, so try to stick to the order of the day, but I understand that time-wise, everything might not fit. There's the day. Thanks, Year 5, and dear teacher, I hope you enjoy your day. I have given you all this work because it is important work and is all assessed work, Year 5, and I want it done as soon as possible, but do a good job. All right, thank you very much for that, Year 5. Have a good day. Listen to the teacher. They're an excellent teacher, and remember, when I'm not there, they're in charge. God bless Year 5.